There is an interesting website called Molview that gives you the opportunity to visualize organic compounds, especially the discrete formulas of organic compound, the discrete formulas. They have a newer version, but I'll be using the older one to explain what I want to explain to you. The first side shows you the 2D structure of the molecule, and the black side shows you the 3D structure of the molecule. So you can rotate it and see it in 3D space. So for example, let's assume you want to visualize ethane, how ethane actually looks like, which is an alkane with 2 carbons bonded to, I think, 6 hydrogens. So all you need to do is to type out the name of the organic compound you want to visualize, and then it will be shown here for you, but this is not the one we need. So I'll just toggle skeletal formula. So if you toggle skeletal formula, the skeletal formula shows for you, but we can't see the entire molecule. So you just click here to center structure. So if you click that side, it brings the structure to the center. So with the help of this website, you're able to see the discrete formula of ethane. And then you can rotate to see how it looks like. So you see how interesting it is. Interesting stuff. Eh? So ethane is basically 2 carbons bonded to what? 6 hydrogens. So let me select the carbon atoms. If you want to clear the molecule you've generated, all you need to do is to clear it by clicking this dustbin. Good. You can also draw the structure if you know how. So if the structure you are drawing is maybe an alkene with only single bonds, you click the single bond and click anywhere. So you can see that there are 2 carbons connected to each other. Then we have the third one here. Now if you want it to be centered, you click center once more. Basically, that's how it works. Now if you want to show the remaining bonds, you just click it this way, click this, and then I click 3 times to get the bonds all around. But you can see that we have only carbon atoms connected, but there is no compound like the one that appears on the screen. But I want to draw propane, so I have to select at this side which element do I want to replace the carbon with. So I click hydrogen and then click on the carbon atoms I want to replace. So just by clicking or doing this, I in turn replace all the carbon atoms. So basically this is what? A propane. But on the right, we still have ethane showing here. Let's see if we'll be able to convert this. So it doesn't. Okay, it gets converted. So you can see this is how propane looks like in 3D space. So this website is very, very useful, especially if you are studying organic chemistry and you want to draw out the molecule. If you know how it looks like, then you are able to do it out here. But if you do not have an idea about how the compound looks like, and maybe you want to just look for, let's say, ethanol. So I just type ethanol there, and then they bring me the structure. So this is ethanol. Then this is the 3D representation of ethanol. So can you imagine? Interesting. What about ethylamine? Ethylamine. I click it and it brings me ethylamine with the 3D model of it. So this is an interesting website that I find quite helpful to myself when I'm preparing lessons on organic chemistry. So you can also use it as a student when learning on your own, or as a teacher if you want to show this how do I put it, these molecules to the student. Let me go back to actually have a look at the newer feature. So we have Molview out here. So Molview, then let's look for the new one and see how it looks like. So this is actually how the new one also looks like. Let me type out ethanol. Let me see what comes up for me. So this is ethanol. Interesting. interesting features. But one thing I love about the newer one is I can just click on rotate, then it starts rotating the molecule for me. Yes, there are some features, interesting features here that doesn't exist in the old one, but some of them are behind page subscription. So if you have the money to spend, that actually supports them to advance on something like this, then you can go ahead and pay. It's interesting stuff. Let me see how their Italian will look like. Italian. Good. So this is Italian. So this website, try and give it a try. I'm sure you would really, really enjoy it. Okay. What organic compound do you have in mind? You can type it out and let's see. Let me try something crazy. Let me see what they have here. 2,5-di methoxy 4 ethyl. Yeah, so let's see what that looks like. Wow, very complex. Yeah, so you can play around this website and you will really, really enjoy it. If you have interest in a website that shows you the periodic table vividly using colors and the properties of each of the elements on the periodic table, then you should check out our video that we already have on it. See you